What's it like right now where you're obviously waiting on test results multiple times a day. You find out, guys on protocols 30 an hour before tip off. And what's it like going to a game kind of just with that anxiety and then, coming out with a win like tonight, even though being shorthanded?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge. Everybody's going through it in some capacity. For us, we just kind of try to wrap our minds around like if we can, really embrace it, it can be a competitive advantage. And we got a lot of depth. We got guys that are eager to prove themselves. We got guys that are talented. It's an opportunity for us to, make the most of those moments, and for other guys to step into bigger roles and opportunities.
Like, obviously, you're guarded tightly no matter where you are on the floor, but do you feel like when you're coming off a screen, you can tell the difference between usual tight defense and maybe an overplay? Like, do you feel like that's something that's developed over time, that the guy on your hip, you can tell the difference between, making that read to go inside or make that pass, or if it's just usual, just the tight defense that you get?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been something that you just kind of grow with. It's a feel thing. At this point, I've kind of seen just about all the different ways that somebody could guard me. It doesn't mean that I'm going to read it right every time, but it does mean that I'm just getting more and more familiar. And it's just all about reps. You get more reps, get more comfortable with it.
Duncan, this was your season high with 8 threes tonight. And how have you been able to, through the first couple months of the season, just kind of shut out the noise and focus on what you need to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's just exactly that. I've taken some steps in my life to just kind of keep the main thing, and just lock in, on what's most important, which is obviously, this group, and helping them win games. It's obviously a challenge, but it's a challenge that I've been, eager to embrace. I think I've grown a lot throughout it. Certainly, stretches where it hasn't been easy, but at the same time, that's kind of where the growth happens, and then those moments in between.
You finished one shy of tying your career high for threes attempted. How happy was Spo tonight with that? And what led to that? I guess, did you see, it was something you saw, or was this the situation just got, being so shorthanded?
I mean, some of it was, some guys out, and an additional need for, some more offense. I don't know if Spo was happy. I think there was probably three or four more he probably wanted me to take. So, he would like that number to start with a two instead of a one, in the 20s. So, just gonna always just let it fly. You know what I mean? I missed a couple. I've been there before. I've had games where I've done it now at this point. I've had games where I started 0-4, 0-5, and come back and made a bunch. So, just continue to be consistent with my approach, and just, continue to let it fly.
I will go via Zoom to Andres Lopez.
Thank you. Duncan, Coach Spo was talking about the ability of closing and how he would have wanted to close a little more comfortable today. In the fourth quarter, it got kind of tight compared to the rest of the game. But in the third quarter, you guys looked so comfortable out there. And that's a quarter that you've struggled with in the past. Going into this road trip that you're starting, what is going to be the key to be able to close games comfortably, looking regardless of the opponent?
Yeah, just putting it together for 48 minutes. Not having lulls, not having those stretches offensively or defensively where we're not connected. Playing to our strengths. So, it's not going to be a perfect 48-minute game. That's obviously the case, but what you can do is just, be dialed in for 48. And if you do that, then, the finishing and closing will take care of itself.
All right, Duncan, thank you.
Yep, thanks.